that bothers me is the UFO story. And, the more you dig into that and talk to people with actual knowledge of it, again, that's another story where there are some, fanciful ideas floating around that are just, there's no evidence that they're true. But if you talk to people who, have actual knowledge of it that they gathered themselves, there are parts of that story that I do not understand at all that are really, really, really dark. It's so dark that I, haven't told my wife about it. I mean, I haven't verified any of this, but this is not just stuff that I read on the internet. I know you all are very, very grounded in that story, so I think I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff there that's just like, man, I'm not even sure what that means. There's a spiritual component there that I don't fully understand. So yes, that story bothers me. And I think, last thing I'll say, that one of the reasons that we've had all these discussions.
Alright, so y'all saw, right? Y'all saw that he said the news was so disturbing that he didn't want to tell his wife. He didn't even tell his wife. Like, he don't even want to believe it. So somebody could tell me what's so disturbing that you don't even want to tell your wife, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to it.
And all these 10 whistleblowers at this point, and it hasn't really become front page news. Part of it's suppression, parts of the government don't want you to know about it, but part of it is the public can't deal with it. It's too far out. The implications are too profound, and I understand that, because I've heard things where I'm just like, oh man, I don't even really want to know that, honestly.
Deeply disturbing stuff. Forget like saucers and technology.
Hold on, man. Yo, listen. What don't he want to know? I need to know this, man. Listen, I really need to know what is this information that he doesn't want to know. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. Hold on.
It's deeply disturbing stuff that I haven't even told Natalie. Yep. I agree with you. It's so disturbing. Exactly. I can't even tell my kids. My kids ask me different stories about it, and I won't say it because it's so dark. It's so dark.
I totally agree.
Miles is watching. So.
Okay, Miles, if you're watching the show, Daddy's not going to tell you about that part of the UFO stuff and what's going on with the government.
Well,
can
I say one thing? They've known clearly. I mean, this is, I think, established, and I feel comfortable saying this as fact. The U.S. government, I mean, these are real, whatever they are. They're not human. And the government has known that for a long time, possibly going back to the 1930s at least. And, of course, there's tons of evidence in the written record, in the physical record, in paintings, and in literature, that people have been seeing and interacting with these things for a long time. So we know that. But the justification one often hears is, well, the government, various presidents who have been read in, not all have been, haven't wanted to disclose this because it would scare people. And I've always thought that's bullshit. You're hiding a crime, which they are, by the way, in my opinion. But I do think there's a sense in which that's not totally crazy. Like, there is some stuff, if it's true, and I'm kind of thinking it may be true, that's so radical that, well, as we both said, we don't want to tell the people we love most about it because, like, why would you, disturb someone like that? So I kind of get that. I hate to admit it. I'm not.
Hold on. Yo, he said, why would you want to disturb someone like that? Yo, bro, what is he talking about? Somebody tell me what he's talking about. Yo, hold on.
I'm not arguing for hiding things. I believe in the truth and I believe in disclosure, but I understand the impulse, like, holy smokes, this is heavy. You know what I mean?
And the government's involvement in it makes it even heavier because then you realize the complicity
exactly.
of it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about the same thing. I can tell. Okay.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Should I go?
No. This is what we used to talk about in commercial breaks all the time. This is the kind of stuff. Anyway.
So at the time, I never would have believed any of that. But now I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The second thing that bothers me.
All right, so y'all saw the interview, right? Now, I know the truth, right? I know the truth about what we are and why he's so devastated about the shit, right? But bottom line is, we are electricity and we live like on the power grid. Like, we in a video game, my niggas. Like, that's the sad reality of this shit, bro. That's why he's saying the world's going to be devastated. Like, nobody's going to want to believe this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we really are in a simulation, y'all. I'm going to leave y'all here, man.